Let us be slightly on the lighter side. Don't take it very this thing. Suppose the owner of the cattle, if he can eat good food, and if he doesn't give food to his cow, his cattle, that cattle will come on the road and eat all that. No, so it's a responsibility of the owner to feed the cattle first.
No, ते झाले बट हातून भितर तो
That's why I said I take it on the lighter side.
कळ्ळें लायटर सायड बट बेसिकली अशें आसा की हातून भितर पोटां भितर मेळटा तें सगळें प्लास्टिकूच मेळटा. ओके ही एक गजाल जाली. प्लास्टिक ब्लॉक करता, प्लास्टिक हें जाता, आनी कितें जाता प्लास्टिक?
ऑल्सो plastic also affects the soil quality. आमचे plastics जे कितें आहा when it comes by mistake आमचे food wastean आमचे सारे जे कितें भायर सरता ते सारके भशेन quality बरी ना. So that has been scientifically proven that plastic actually does have effects on the degrading of the soil. So we have to basically have some kind of regulation for plastic. It has to follow some way, and also it has to be reduced. The plastic might be a very small percentage in weight, पण वॉल्युमान ते चड आसता. जेन्ना आमचे रिसायकलिंग चालू आसता, वी डू रिसायकलिंग ऑफ मेनी थिंग्स, मेटल, ग्लास ते सगळे, पूण प्लास्टिक्स रिसायकल जायना, ते डावन सायकलिंग जाता. नाव तेमी तुमी आयकलां आसतलें रस्ते करता तशें. गोंयांत ताणें रस्तो केला 2008 रवी नायक हॅड इनॉग्रेटेड अ प्लास्टीक रोड, पण आयज ते रस्तो खंय आसा? 2 म्हयन्यान ते उदकान गेला, पावसान गेला. सो दे हॅज टू बी लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च, दे हॅज टू बी सम कायंड ऑफ प्रॉपर सोल्युशन्स. आतां जायत्यो कंपनीज, प्लास्टीक कंपनीज सद्या बिस्लरी ताणें रिसायकलिंग करून ताणें दुसरे वस्तू केला आहा. It is also possible for other things like Tetra Pak. They recycle karta. The manufacturers are taking part in ensuring that the recycling is happening.
I think I would like to interrupt here. Even our Goa State Industries Association has taken an initiative for PET bottle crushing unit. And there have been, see today you don't see any PET bottles on the road. We have been crushing it, and that has been exporting and given to local manufacturers for reusing it. So Goa State Industries Association has taken a lot of interest in all these things, so that the PET bottles are not seen on the road. So that is what I say. We are also taking a lot of initiative, but why only plastic bags to be targeted? That is what. See, I would like to really say, like, instead of targeting and having so much of unemployment, business, losing of business, I would like to say, like, they should literate the people.
कितली लोक आसात प्लास्टिक इंडस्ट्रीचेर अवलंबून आज गोंयांत?
आज गोंयांत लगभग 3000 लोक आसात ज्यांचे ऑन एन एवरेज सॅलरी इज अराउंड 6 to 7,000.
They are actually into manufacturing units.
They are into working in the manufacturing unit.
And बाकीचे
and then the chain can be very big. The distributors, then there, and this thing, so many people can be there. That really, I don't have the figures. So
कितली industries आसात?
There are at least about 30 industries which are there, and with our association we I think have about 15 registered with us.
मग तुमकां दिसता अशें की ह्यो सगळी इंडस्ट्री बंद पडच्यो, लोक रस्त्यार पडचे?
Look, out of 30 industries, 3,000 लोक employment is a very good industry. I would be very impressed. But I think that these figures are basically taking into consideration indirect benefits. If you also take into account the indirect health effects taking into affecting the people in Goa today, ते खूपशे आसतले 3,000 चे वयर. So we are actually not trying to equate the balance. We are trying to say that you do your business, you can actually convert your business plastic to something else. Today we have this kind of biodegradable bags. It is again, the manufacturer itself is printing their name and details over here. Biodegradable.
That's fine. See, there is one problem.
These are made of what?
Cornstarch. It is made of cornstarch.
Acha. See, it is just like, looks like a plastic bag.
It's a plastic bag only, Sandesh. I do agree with his.
No, but this is biodegradable.
This is what is biodegradable. No, after 6 months it will decompose on its own.
Okay.
But then the problem is something like, suppose. That's what. See, today the problem is something else, not the biodegradable bag. Now there is no proper law in force for biodegradable. First you should come with a law. The legislation should come for a biodegradable law. Because if these biodegradable, so today I can afford and I can sell this thing to some elite customer, though they are expensive. But the problem is when this goes into a non-biodegradable, it will create a havoc.
Look, I agree with him in this point that amka कायदा जाय for biodegradable bags. But there's nothing from stopping any industry from 30 industries from converting to biodegradable today. There's nothing stopping them.
I'm not talking of only 30 industries. There are you are limiting yourself to Goa.
Okay.
You don't limit yourself. There are so many things which are coming from out. See, sir, it has to be a national policy.
Yes,
You cannot just say Goa. We can do it overnight. I'll tell you that confidence level I can give you. 30 industries can come together, but that is not the. There is so much of bags which are coming from outside. Yeah, maybe around 10 to 15%, but that cost can be absorbed. Yeah, absolutely, I am not worried about the cost.
So Goa can start the example.
No, Goa has already started the exam. Goa the first state to ban 20 micron when our honorable today's CM was the CM that time.
एकच सांगात म्हजेकडे टाइम सोंपला म्हजे फक्त 2 मिनटं उरल्यात शेवटची त्या सगळ्या हातूंतल्यान ह्यो सगळ्यो ज्यो गजाली जातात त्यो सगळ्यो गजाली ताजेर तूं अवेरनेस करपा जाय आनी कितें ह्यो सगळ्यो गजाली मिनिस्टरान सांगल्यातूय बी अवेरनेस करपा जाय आनी कितें सगळ्यो गजाली सांगल्यात आनीक ओके दे वील ऑल्सो टेक सम सजेशन्स जस्ट फॉर दी नॉलेज ऑफ दी पीपल जे हांगा लोक पळयतात तांचे खातीर आनी गव्हर्मेंटाचे लोक पळयतात तांचे खातीर तुमची कितें सजेशन्स आहा ही सगळी फेज आउट करपाची हें आसा वॉट आर युअर सजेशन्स वॉट शूड बी डन
प्लास्टिक्स एक इश्यू आसा पूण ताजे पयले आमचे वेस्ट सेग्रिगेशन एट सोर्स जावपा जाय सारके भशेन वेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट जालें जाल्यार हे प्लास्टिक्स रस्ते कडेन पडचे ना सारके रायट डस्टबिनान पडटले आनी मागीर ते रिसायकलिंग कितें तरी करतले हे जावं ना जाल्यार वी वील ऑलवेज हॅव दीस प्रॉब्लम्स आनी दुसरी गोश्ट कितें आहा की आमचे मॅन्युफॅक्चरर्स दे वील हॅव टू क्विकली अडॅप्ट टू एनवायरमेंट सेफ टेक्नॉलॉजीज असले बॅग्स मातशे 10% 15% कॉस्ट असल्यार
तो कळ दॅट पॉइंट यू ऑलरेडी मेड
Yes.
बट मेनली गव्हर्मेंटान कितें करचें
द गव्हर्मेंट हॅज टू एनफोर्स द लॉज फॉर जे खंय तुमी वायोलेटर्स आसता
Yeah.
फॉर इंडस्ट्री एंड फॉर जनरल पब्लीक एज वेल एज आमचे सेग्रिगेशन एट सोर्स जावपा जाय
ओके वॉट इज युअर्स
I would like to go on a broader level. I agree with whatever he says. See, whatever you should start educating at a children level, schools. You start like earlier we had a moral science subject, something like that, or start seminars in a children so that the child will go home and tell Papa, you don't throw it out. So the father will listen to it, and from there, this is one part. Then you can start hoarding. There's a lot of hoardings are there. You start putting big hoardings. Don't litter plastic or the end use of plastic. That can be second point. Then put dustbins on the highways at the side, because most of the, I'll tell you, people come from the house, pick up the garbage and the dustbin is there and they just throw it. So what from the car I am to say. So if you put dustbins on the highway side, somebody will park at the side, put the thing and go home. That may be also advantageous. And the most important thing, like I would like to the segregation. Government
टुरिस्ट चडशे येतात आनी ह्यो बाटली उडयतात आनी कितें करतात रस्त्याचेर सगळ्यो चिको सगळ्यो टुरिस्टूय बी करतात
Anyway, once atu tourist muntalo, when we go to US or when we go to UK, we don't throw out, we don't spit out, we don't smoke in public. If we can do that, they will also do that if the law is strict here.
Okay.
That is what. I would like to end with this thing.
Yeah.
See, government can start a recycling unit, and the recycled material what you can use for benches, beautifying your cities. From that, use your benches on the street, on the pavers and all, and dustbins.
Okay.
That can be used. It will save the revenue.
ओके म्हणजे वेळ सोंपला आनी तुमी खूब बरी सजेशन्स केली हांगा एकूच गजाल आसा ती म्हणजे गव्हर्मेंटान कांय गजाली करपाक जाय मॅन्युफॅक्चरर करपाक तयार आसात हांगा कन्सल्टंट आसात तेय बी सांगतात पूण शेवटी हें प्लास्टीक शेवटी रस्त्यार उडयतात ते लोकूच उडयतात आमी उडयतात आनी शेवटी तें बादता तें आमकांच बादता आमच्याच हेल्थाक बादता सो आमीच आमच्या पांयार फातर मारून घेतात हो आमी आमच्या पांयार मारिल्लो फातर जर आमी मारपाचें जर बंद केलें जाल्यार अर्द्यो गजाली जाग्यार पडटल्यो मागीर सरकाराकय करपाक काम कांय उरचें ना त्या दृश्टीन कितें करपाचें हें सगळें लोकांनी थारावपाचें तुमी हांगा आमच्या स्टुडियो भितर आयले आनी ह्यो गजाली सांगल्यो देखून तुमचे दोगांयचे उपकार पळयत रावात प्रुडंट मिडिया आनी ब्रेक आवर